Okay, alright. So, there are foxes and there are bunnies because we're in Zootopia. So you can switch... All the animals are distinguishable. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Okay, so look. The relative orders of the animals don't change, right? Like, if I... Or... Okay, let's call the foxes F1 through Fn. Wait, is M? And then B1, Bn in... Let's just say counterclockwise order, or whatever. Starting from somewhere, I don't really care where, just label them. Then, in that case... Like, F1 is always to the left of, you know, the relative order doesn't change. So, then I can forget about the labels. And if I can forget about the labels, then I can just switch anything I want, right? Like, if I forgot about the labels... Is that it? What? Okay, I mean... No, that just works, right? Like like once you forget the labels, there's nothing else to do. Like you can, if you just have any picture with BFF for like best friends forever because we're in, I don't know. But you can just swap, like you can just move, like imagine like B is for blank, okay? Like then what happens is you can move a fox to a blank cell if there's a blank cell next to it, and then you could just like there's literally nothing to stop you from moving a fox to any particular location now. Like you just move it. Right? Like okay, No, but what I said is you forget the labels, right? Because you look at the foxes like okay, let me write this. My claim is that you can forget the labels because if the foxes are say 1, 2, 3, 4 in counterclockwise order, then that never changes. Like the relative order of the foxes remains the same because when you swap them with adjacent bunnies, nothing happens. So you forget all the labels, and then it's just, okay, if I have F and B, just two letters, I can swap adjacent things. But swapping adjacent things just lets you essentially swap anything you want if you don't distinguish between. You can also cyclically permute oh shit. Fuck, you are right. Sorry, my bad. Okay, sorry. So there, yeah, sorry. Good point. There's a scale factor. What is it? Times m times n? Okay, wait, so okay. I have to be a little bit careful, because if m equals 0 or n equals 0, and the problem... They should say whether m and n are positive or not. If one of the variables is 0, then there are no moves possible at all. If either of the variables has at least 1... I think that's the answer? Like, you're correct that you can cyclically permute the foxes. That is true. No, hang on. Now I'm confused. Okay, I have to actually pay attention. Never mind. Oh, fine. Fine. Okay, sorry. You're right. That's very sad. You can cyclically permute. I was just like, what is going on? Okay, let me actually do a case. Like, if I have B2, F1, F2. And... Okay, yeah, there's actually something to do here. Damn it. I thought I was gonna get this quickly. So then the question is which cyclic permutations I'm borrowing. So because the relative order never changes of the foxes, but it's possible I can have a permutation where, say, I don't know. Let's just see what happens. I want to move B1 here, so we're gonna swap. Okay, which way did I swap? I already forgot. Okay, but actually, yeah, you can already do. So the question is, can I like rotate? Is it possible to rotate everyone without changing the order of one of? I mean, in this case, it is, right? This is actually 4 times whatever, because I have a move that lets me swap. Yeah. No. Shit. No. What? Now I'm confused again. Bum, 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 bum. What did I do? All right. I mean, so okay, this actually solves both of them. Okay, in the case where like m equals 1, then there's actually just not any. Yeah, so okay, when m equals 1 is actually there is only m plus n choose n. But this example shows that for n equals 2, it is actually 12, right? Because you can, there's a way to swap. Or not 12, 24? Wait, that's really high. That's just the number of placements altogether. Did I mess something up? No. Oh, dude, I'm too stupid for this. Oh. Yeah, 12 should be right. Because if I want to get back to the original position, the m and n in green should count for cyclic permutations. Well, I mean, this is an upper bound right now, because I don't think you can get every pair of cyclic permutations. In particular, I think there's a parity obstruction. Like for this red one that I've drawn at the bottom, when m equals n equals 2, if I want to... If I'm making adjacency swaps, there's a parity constraint on... I should only be able to get even permutations. Like, there's 24 permutations possible, but I should only be able to get the ones of even parity. No, sorry, what am I talking about? Something that I can only get half the even permutation? Like, okay. Whatever. The point is this. I don't think I can swap just 2 foxes without also swapping the bunnies. I don't actually know how to prove that right now. Well, I don't think you can. Yeah, I don't think you can, although I don't see a general. So I don't know what the answer is anymore. Because it should be like m plus n choose n, and then times some fraction of the mn possible cyclic thingy majiggies. But I don't know what that fraction is. There's some you can get, but it's not all of them either. Ooh, damn it. Nah, damn it. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting because if one of them is equal to 1, you get all of them, but in the m equals n equals 2 case, it's actually 2 and not 4. So what? So what is going on? Okay, I need to step out. I'll be right back. Alright, fine. I'll actually look at more cases. Like what if I have... If I have something like this, for some large n. Maybe it should be... So, okay, I can... I really don't want to bring in some group theory. I might end up doing it anyways. But so you can get, if you ignore the labels, you can get into any position of like B's and F's, like unlabeled things. So then let's imagine I'm in like, did I fuck up? Wait, maybe I screwed up because I really want the answer to actually just be the binomial, but I'm not sure that's what's happening. F2, yeah, that's a swap, and then F2 B1, F1 B. No, it's that times 2, but it is 12. Which means somehow here, it's like somehow when I look at this picture, it feels like, yeah, no, this answer is definitely wrong. Like it's wrong because it's wrong for m equals n equals 2. But I just don't know what this correction factor should be. Right, because when n equals 2 here, what happens is when I... Okay, so if I cycle everyone through, like I can... Okay, freaking hell, I will... Fine, I will bring in the group theory. We're going to call the canonical position the one where there's all bunnies and then all foxes. And then if you think of it this way, then... I don't... I feel like I managed to prove that it's like both m and n, which can't be correct because I can definitely achieve any cycle of the n's. It might toggle the b's when I do it. Is it like least common multiple of m and n? It's crazy. Is it actually going to be LCM? Huh. I have a hard time believing it's going to be LCM. That's a little too surprising. Okay, sorry, let me... if I have a random generic position, I can always turn it into one where there's like some B's here and there's some F's here. And then if I have another generic position that has the same BF lettering, the same sequence of moves will let me... Because the set of moves forms a like... It's like a two-way thing, right? You can always... So I can also... If there's some permutation pi such that this is of just the... on the m's and the n's, of just the labels, then I can also reach this. And then this sequence of moves gives me a composed thing, and then I think everything goes two ways, right? So the point is I should be able to count the number of things that are possible with all B's and then all F's. And then it should just be that times this multiplier, I think. Let me stake that claim. I don't know if that's actually... I'm a little confused now, but... I think that should be true. Like... Okay, let me also just first figure out how many there are. I don't... Is it really going to be the least common multiple? That feels so weird. But it's weird because I know it's not the whole thing, and it really should be divisible by... I think I might just need to actually write out, like, more stuff. Right, because I feel like I can do this thing where I just like I moved the bunny all the way, the fox all the way through, and then there's B1, B2 here, and then I keep doing that. I can't do this in my head, god damn it. Okay, I'm gonna use a tablet. Let's do like capital N equals 5 or something. I don't know. So then it's like 1, 2, 1. I'm just gonna use different colors, alright? I think that's easier. And then, so it's kind of like I just rotate everything. No, what? Is it GCD? But I'm so confused now. Even for 1, 2, 1, 2, how the hell did I manage to switch the places? Wait, what? Am I high? I feel like the relative order shouldn't change either. Even, but it changed here. How did I get that to happen? Because this gets you to... What the frick did I do? I mean, I can flip the order. I just don't feel like I understood how I managed to do that. Okay, so if I do that again with 3 instead of 2 on the bottom, what exactly happens? Because I don't see why I wouldn't be able to do it again. I'm so confused. Okay, I don't see why there's anything's happening. Okay, so. Help. Dude, I'm too... what the heck? Alright, now I'm in this state, and then what happens is I should bring... Okay, so maybe it is GCD. Or is it... No, the 2 and the 1 didn't switch. Hang on. What the frick? So I don't... Is it actually going to be L6? Okay, I mean, I should just mod out, like, it doesn't matter that I get... I don't know what I'm doing, that's the problem! I mean... Like, right now my best guess for the answer is LCM, but that just feels super weird to me. Like, that doesn't feel like it should be... I don't know. Something feels wrong with that. It doesn't feel like number theory should be happening. Maybe it is the answer, though. I mean, that's what it's been in every case so far. But okay, so what's happening in these two examples is, like... You... Is it not for MN? Wait, okay, if I ignore the... I think I'm making it life harder for myself by insisting that I keep going back to the... Like, literally the same position. Like, as long as I'm in all bunny and all fox. No, that's not true. It does actually matter where I am. But what I can do is I can cycle both of them at once. That is an allowed operation, essentially. What you do is you... Yeah, it might be LCM, because it's like you can cycle each of them once. Just turn the wheel once. Which I guess would explain why m equals n equals 0, but I just don't know if I can I? It is actually true that's the only thing I can do, right? Is it? Yeah, I did J1 and J6. I'm spoiled on U5. I tried U2. Kinda got pretty stuck. Decided I wanted to do something else. Read the solution and was like, ugh, I don't think I was gonna get that. Yeah, it's not good. It's not going good. I think after this problem, I might just be like, today's not my day. I'm not doing any more USO because this is embarrassing. I like can't solve anything. Today's not my day. Is it actually just LCM? I mean, okay, if the answer is LCM, then the answer is LCM, and then I have to prove that it's correct. I just feel surprised because it doesn't feel like I know how to... Okay, I mean, if the answer is LCM, the way you prove it is the following. Something like this. You're like, okay, you look at how many complete revolutions around the circle one made. That determines... Or maybe revolutions is not the quite way. I mean, there's a notion of passing, okay, right? I guess what you can say is that, yeah, you can count, like you can divide the pairs into like clockwise versus counterclockwise swaps, and then based on that, you can actually calculate the number of times that you gotta move, and then you're taking mod n plus n. and then there's just a grand total of total number of moves just like across the board. That's fine. So if there's a net total number of like the total number of counterclockwise moves made on the entire board minus the total number of like something along these lines, and I think it might actually be LCM M, N. I'm just a little surprised because that feels. I mean, I guess it's fine. I don't know why I was so opposed to it, but. I feel like there's a lot of move parts that I don't feel. It doesn't. J2 is the hardest problem on JMO by far. What? Okay, so you're saying I should just go squash the rest of the JMO? That's what you're saying. Okay, I think if you're telling me that, then I believe that this is correct. The reason I didn't really want to believe it was because I was like, if I was trying to write this up, I feel like I'm low-key using group theory here. Like, I've been trying to avoid saying that on the screen, but I'm thinking of this in terms of groups, right? Like, there's some things you can do, and like this. It's not really a quotient group, but it had kind of. Maybe it is. I don't actually know my higher math well enough to say, but it's kind of this feeling of like, yeah, I should be able to mod out to a position where it's all B's and all F's. And yeah, man. And then if you can do that, which you can, because I drew this, what is essentially a commutative diagram, not really. But the point is, I don't actually know the right things to formalize it. It's just that I'm just like, yeah, I'm sure that someone who knows more group theory than me could find the right buzzwords, and that's why I've seen this pattern before. And so then you're in this situation, and then you count the number of times you cycled all the way through, because there's really only forwards and backwards at that point. And then that gives you a count that. So it is LCM, right? If you're telling me this was actually harder than people thought, then I think the answer is probably LCM. I might eat those words. But it should be this. Like the only thing you should be able to do from this picture here is pump the cycle once. And if you can pump the cycle once, I mean, then you get LCM things, and that should be the only things that you can get. And you can do that by saying if you count the total. Well, if you count, okay, you don't even need grand total. Just look at the number of times like this guy moved, right? Like this, the total delta of this guy, the total amount of revolutions that this person made, like just net thing will uniquely tell you where each of the other green things went. And then because we know the relative red order, we don't care about anything else. That's just it. In fact, maybe I should just pick two distinguished people and like, count the number of times they swap. Like every time I pass you, yeah, each of us has gone one full thing around the circle. Yeah, so okay, you don't even need a global thing because it's all symmetric. Like you pick this guy, to pick this one, you pick that one, and then however many times they swapped each other in net will determine each of their positions uniquely. You can reach anything of the anything in the LCM span-ish thing, and yeah, that should just do it. I think. TM. Because you're taking mod M plus N. Okay, I don't know how I'm going to write this solution, because I feel like the right way to write this up requires some words that I don't expect JMO contestants to know. But okay. Alright, that's fine. Well, if you're watching on YouTube, I'm sorry that I didn't put any words, but I think this is the gist of how to think about it, I think. And I'll at some point actually pretend to figure out how to write this up in a way that isn't a monologue for me. But thank you for watching. Yeah. Okay, cool. TM. See ya.